So I gripped the steering wheel, willing myself to get out of the car. And I peeked over at the door. I was like, I don't want to go in there. It's going to be so awkward. I don't know anybody. But I just moved here. It's the right decision. I need to meet some like-minded professionals. I need to meet some friends. And I've heard good things, thank you, about this networking group. So I'm going to go in. But now that I'm here, I don't want to. I don't know whether I'm going to end up going between the refreshment table and the bathroom and never talk to anybody, or I might go up to people and I'll be like, hi, and they won't even acknowledge me. I don't want to do this. But I drove here. And as Rory said, I put on pants. I'll go in. It'll be great. I don't want to waste the time. Or I could go to Starbucks and just hang out and work a little bit. Have you ever been in this situation where you make a plan and it's a good plan? And then you think about it and you feel some doubt, and so you make another plan. And then you think about it a little more and consider some more options, and then make another plan, all to avoid doing that hard thing that you don't want to do. We've all been there. And I do that a lot. I call that analysis. A lot of people call it analysis paralysis. I have a hard time making those words come out of my face, right? So I call it hesitation nation. And I camp out there quite a bit. And so as we think about moving through change, we've got to move into the unfamiliar. The reason those things we don't like them is because we don't know what's going to happen. And so we avoid it because our brain likes familiarity. And so often we avoid doing anything because we rather have the comfort of certainty. I know what's going to happen. But as we all know, that doesn't move us forward. And that's why I call it dancing in the discomfort zone. It is not a straight line. It is dark. We don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know if the decision we've made and the move we're going to make is the right one. But when we start dancing, we start learning, and we start being able to figure out how to move through change with a little bit more grace. My name is Ann B. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the showcase. Angela brought so many great meeting planners to this great space, and there are speakers everywhere. I was hoping we could look at possibilities to boost your change resilience abilities so you don't rip out all your hair. And I said, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me today. And I said, oh baby, so we can deal with whatever comes our way. Dancing, thank you. Dancing in the discomfort zone, taking action in the face of unknown. It is really uncomfortable. And again, a lot of times we default to that safety, but that doesn't move us forward. And that's why change becomes so hard. And when we're willing to take just a little step, even to ask a question or look something up online, we start learning new information, which starts to uncover the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And then we're moving through it, and we're dancing. And this is what we need to do, because when we're in hesitation nation, we're swirling around in all the old information and the anticipated stress of what might happen. I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't like that, because again, my brain likes certainty. And so we need to figure out, because once we start dancing and we start moving, we start developing self-efficacy, which is the secret sauce of being able to get more comfortable moving through change. Self-efficacy is the belief that we can do something to make it easier, to make it better, to make it more comfortable. It's that trust and belief in ourselves that we have some agency here, we have some power. And we're not just riding around on a wrecking ball, just running into things left and right. And that self-efficacy is huge in building confidence and resilience within change. And academically, that's a really nice thought. If I take courageous action in change, I will get better at it and be more confident, and it'll be better. Yeah, great. And Thursday at 4:45, when you have to walk into a committee meeting and do something you've never done, and you have to ask them for more money for the event because Angela found you an amazing speaker and you have to have that speaker. The whole academic situation of, okay, I need to take her, that doesn't help me. I don't know about you, I need a shove. I need to hire somebody to put their foot on my back and move me into the room. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be like, I'm going to just go have a snack. And so the shove that I use, I want to share with you. We need a strategy, right? On Thursday at 4:45 to get that courage. And the shove that I use, I learned from my grandmother, Margaret Bonney. Michelle, here it comes. She was about 5 feet tall. She was a little bird of a lady. And she was an English professor, so do not underestimate the little bird. She had the look. And if she gave you the look, you're nodding, you must have the same grandma. She gave you the look, you were not moving until further instructions. And she was also a very cautious driver. Cautious to the point of almost being dangerous, but definitely to the point of inconveniencing everyone in Greensboro, North Carolina. And so one day, my brother and I are driving in the car with her. She's driving, my big brother's in the front seat. We're driving down the street. We come to a 4-way stop. And of course, she comes to a complete stop, lets everybody go. And then, when it's her turn, she gives everyone else the look so that they know that it is her turn. And then when she deems it is safe, she eases into the intersection, continuing to make eye contact to make sure that it is continuing to be safe. We get halfway through the intersection. She's still going 2 miles an hour. And I can feel my brother's blood start to boil in the front seat. And all of a sudden, I see his head whip to the side, and he goes, "Punch it, Margaret!" And of course, she punched it. She hit the gas. She runs on through. Soon he pulls over and yells at my brother. But ever since that day, when I need that little 5 seconds of courage to take that courageous action into the unknown, I tell myself to punch it, Margaret. And I want you all to feel what that does. So I want you to summon the frustration of a teenager in the car with your slow driving grandmother. Or the frustration when you ask a speaker to send you their bio and their headshot and their summary and they just don't get it to you. Okay, you're with me. Feel that right there? Okay, on 3, you're gonna yell, "Punch it, Margaret." I wanna hear it in the lobby. 1, 2, 3. Punch it, Margaret. Okay, that was nice. It was Ohio nice. But we're in Iowa now. We need to hear it outside. 1, 2, 3. Punch it, Margaret. Yes, you feel that? It's a little silly, it's a little giddy. You laugh so you relax. And then you go in and do the thing. Punch it, Margaret. You need to go have a tough conversation and you're nervous about it? Tell yourself, punch it, Margaret. There is a sticker in your bag that's going to help remind you to punch it, Margaret. And that you can use to help you move through all of the challenges and actually take that courageous action or that behavior that Mike talked about earlier to move to where you need to be. So use that. And somebody came up to me at a keynote about a year ago where he comes up and he says, "All right, cool, punch it, I get it, courageous action, think of what could go right, got it, yeah, that's awesome. And what if you've thought about it and you realize that taking action or that the right move is not taking action in that moment?" I was like, well, that's a good question. Punch it, Margaret still counts, still works. You'll have to bring me in for the full keynote to find out why, because I don't have enough time. I do opening keynotes, I do closing keynotes, I also MC, as you saw this morning, and I have a great time working with my planners to create the red thread throughout the event and really bring what they're looking for to make the event great. I also just have been working all year on a new keynote on self-awareness and self-accountability. Just launched that a couple weeks ago to a very good reception. So if your audience is struggling and you need them to close the window, look in the mirror, and take accountability, or if you're dealing with resistance to change, Ask Angela for the sparky little redhead from the showcase. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.